And we're back with another episode of.
Let me stretch. Okay. Head hurt.
Well, you told us not to name the show, so I guess we are back with another episode of ePIFFany Media.
Like, we tried, so it's gonna be a trash show. Nah, this shit gonna be raw though. Do I know what is exactly where we're going off this show today? How really? It's one of those shows. It's one of those shows you just walk in the studio and make it happen, which we have made happen countless times.
I do feel bad. It's almost 6 o'clock, so possibly won't keep y'all long.
A good hour is always, After last show, like we got shows like the last show, it's kind of hard though. Cause I looked up, it was 2 hours. And it seemed like we wasn't even talking that long.
Right. It's just so I don't know. Those topics are so, I don't even want to call them exhausted, even though they are. But it just makes it tough on us because we don't want to come right back and hit y'all with something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call it too serious, or just not as serious, I guess. Like, because we had a good time, so I don't want to make it super serious.
No, we're gonna make it so serious, but we're gonna jump right in to some shit. Headlines. It's a great win on Thursday, and I had went to bed. Minute left in the game. Nigga woke up, found out the nigga Myles Garrett hit dude in the helmet, hit dude in the head with the helmet, which I wasn't like, wow, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, damn, he shouldn't have did that. Even before I found out the facts, like I just seen a nigga getting hit in the head, and I wasn't mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I wasn't mad. Were you mad?
No, it's Pittsburgh. No, not even a little bit.
Exactly.
I hate it because I know where it's going to lead to, as in suspension, and it's going to hurt the team ultimately. But was I mad? No, because they would have and have done it to us countless times.
And it was been funny to niggas.
If you want to, right? If you want to look it up, go back and watch James Harrison smack Colt McCoy late and in the helmet. Just saying. I don't got no sense.
He still played after.
And they didn't
he got hit.
They didn't even find him. They might have found him. I take that back.
It's good. Like, people make fun of the Browns. Now the Browns is fighting back.
Right, man. I'm only gonna beat so many bitches, and then I gotta start smacking niggas with helmets.
Yeah. Then somebody gonna, grab your helmet, grab your balls, try to kick you in the balls. Like, yeah, no, I'm gonna bust you on top of the head with your own helmet.
It's so embarrassing. I would be embarrassed. They can hit you with your own helmet. I'd be embarrassed.
His reaction was like, look to the ref like to save him. Yeah. This nigga hit me in the head with a deadly weapon, a 10-pound helmet.
So I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I know we got some Cleveland football fans in here.
Got a couple of Steelers, a couple of losers. But hey, I'm just glad we got it took away from the great win that we had. That's what I hate. But
not for me, it didn't.
At the same time, I loved it. But then you got certain people in the media like defending Mason Rudolph. Like, how you gonna defend somebody who started it? Like, how?
Yeah. I don't get it. Let us know what y'all think of or thought about what happened.
But I'm just sorry he didn't get Mason Rudolph didn't get it. Like, even a fine something.
They said they were gonna fine him, but he deserved one game at least. Let me see. Your mom said she said, I wish I knew was going to do something with Myles Garrett. Yes, I'm upset because I knew he was going to pay for this. Oh, he's going to pay. They haven't even announced how much money he's going to have to pay. They just said that he's done for the season. Even if the Browns make the playoffs, he's still done.
But he put it in his appeal, and the stance that he's going to fight is, damn. What did he say? He said that he can't, like, why in the CBA it doesn't say that somebody can get suspended for the whole season for something that happened on the field.
Say a 15-yard penalty. What
yeah.
Say.
Yeah, in the rule book, 15-yard penalty. So why is y'all, just because of the Instagram, social media reaction to it, which in Cleveland it was like, hell yeah, bust that nigga in the head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then former players was like, okay, that's cool. Did you see what he did? You know?
A lot of former players saying that. It's just a cigar. I don't want to alarm anyby.
Actually, oh yeah,
it's just a cigar.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I promise you, it's just a cigar.
This is tobacco from the Dominican.
I know what it might look like.
Mm-hmm.
These are just cigars. I promise.
Yeah. We don't break down our cigars and fill it with anything around here. We're perfectly legal.
Because I promised the state would state of Ohio would be knocking at my door saying, "Hey, you mind peeing in this cup for us?"
Hey, I'm passing any drug test on me. You know.
But nosy police officers wouldn't know the difference. I'm just playing.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's fucked up about the situation, and we got to play them again in 2 weeks. So the game gonna be intense. We should still win, but we are missing a lot of safeties. DBs is the DB department is struggling. We're gonna be missing that outside rushing attack from Myles Garrett, but we'll see. Hopefully, next man up.
I don't know how to phrase this question.
So,
your mom said, I understand if I was a man, I would have retaliated too. But damn, the helmet.
Yeah.
Like, see, y'all got to understand. Because Myles Garrett had a random average person punch him in the face in traffic. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple weeks ago. So,
and he ate it.
Yeah, he had to take that L.
And he reported it to the. I seen the video. He was talking to the cops after the what you call that shit? The camera on the chest. What type of camera they call that?
The body cam.
Yeah, the body cam. And he was calm, like cool, like and he just got stole on.
So you got to do that, but then I felt like he was like, no, wait a minute now, like, I ain't no bitch out here, like what I'm saying, y'all ain't about to just do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah. And
you got to retaliate. It could have been so much worse. Like, he could have hit him with the top of the helmet, you know what I'm saying? Or he could have, I don't know. He was just a nice guy that found the helmet and was just trying to send it home.
Yeah, like dude tried to take off his helmet, didn't succeed. Myles Garrett picked dude up.
Like, this is how you do it.
One hand, one arm, took the helmet off and was bagging away. Then dude tried to come in and grab the shit. So of course, bang, right on top of the head.
Let's see.
I had no problem. Like the NFL, man. Like NFL, man. Like it's the only organization that be on the bullshit when it comes to like fines and how they treat the players. Like the NBA is a little bit better, but the NFL, man, the guaranteed money in NFL is low, so they can basically run the players, and you treat it as any player out there is treated as a that you can be replaced, just like a job you working at like fucking Giant Eagle or McDonald's or something. You can be replaced.
Any job.
That's how they treat it.
Because ain't nothing guaranteed, man, just like your regular job. So I get it.
So, yeah, man, football goes on today, Sunday, but, you had Kaepernick try to prove, what everybody already knew, that he could still throw the football. He still got an arm. But it was some people would say some shenanigans before the event jumped off. The NFL set up this event for him, short notice. It was stipulations that he didn't want to agree to, and he changed it at the last minute, an hour before the event was supposed to start, and an hour away from the original venue. Now, do you think this was Kapp, causing controversy, or he should have just went with the original deal that the NFL gave him for that session?
From a business standpoint, right? Because he's his own brand, right?
Yeah.
And he wants to play football, allegedly. You can't, I don't care what business you're in, you can't change the parameters an hour before, right? So let's say we were doing our charity event, and an hour before, we was like, we're not going to have it at Freeway Lanes or whatever it is. We're going to have it at Minter. You know what I'm saying? And then they still expect 22 people or however many people came, 75 people or whatever, to pack up and drive to Minter. You can't expect that, right? But it's our brand, it's our show, it's our whatever. So we got the right to do whatever we want to do. But when the turnout is not what it could be, we can't blame them.
Almost died.
Don't die. Your mind would be heartbroken. Now I had to do the show without you. The show will go on.
I just tell you, even though you might be confident in your smoke, you're not paying attention. It might try to inhale and you're going to fuck you up. But, continue.
No, that's it. It's his brand. He can do what he want to do for it. He can set the rules. But when you change something an hour beforehand, you can't expect everything to go off smooth. You just can't expect it to. That's my whole thing.
He understood the risk of him not signing the waiver and not signing the clause stating that he couldn't sue him again and get some more money. He understood that, but shit, he's not gonna have the NFL be on that that bullshit that they always on to me. So, do I think the situation could have been handled better? Yeah, on both sides. Most traditional pro days or whatever are held on Tuesday. Why you had this shit on Saturday when everybody's getting prepared for the game on Sunday? Most people aren't going to come and see you in the first place.
That's true. But how many teams showed up to the initial meeting place?
24 teams showed up to the initial meeting place
on the day that they usually don't do scouting because they scouting college kids.
Eight teams still drove the hour away.
Right.
Which lets me know all those other teams really wasn't looking for no quarterback. And I seen a list of all the teams that made it, the 8 teams that made it, like Kansas City. They do need a backup quarterback that play with that same style. And then a couple of the other teams most definitely need a starting quarterback. But then Haslam, he gonna come out and we're gonna be there, but you racist, you racist out here. Come on, man. The Browns don't. Well, we do need a backup quarterback. I can't even. Because Baker go down.
The other guy unproven, but technically you can always say that. I don't know. In life, man, you can't unless you're gonna own it, right? You can't make up your own rules. That's my whole thing, is that you gotta own it. And if you don't own it, then you gotta play by their rules. Look, and I agree. And you can at any time you don't want to play by the rules, just don't play by the rules. Which is what I'm with. I supported Kapp and his movement and all that. You know what I'm saying? But this last, you want to sue the NFL? That's fine. I'm with all that. But this right here, to change something at the last minute and then complain, I don't know if he complained or not, but to change stuff at the last minute and expect people to conform to you, just don't work like that.
Hey, I'm with Kapp in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Just the NFL was on some snaky shit. It's not just the tryout. I can't even call it a pro day. The nigga already a pro. But it wasn't just that they had, built in some other stuff under that. So I don't know.
But what do you mean? Like
what do you mean? Like the stuff that they built in under that?
You had a no. But you had a chance to say I'm not going to do this or I'm going to do this beforehand. Like why?
But he didn't though. He didn't know. He found like when it was announced that Kaepernick was doing a trial. That's when we found out. That's when he found out.
That was on Tuesday though, because he sent out a tweet.
And then they said Saturday.
Right.
So if he found out Tuesday, and then here comes the thing on Saturday, like why is it so close?
5 days.
But why is it so close? But in those days, they went back and forth on the negotiations, and they couldn't reach an agreement. And this was at 2:30 on Saturday. They still didn't reach an agreement, so it was cut off.
Well, that's fine.
Then if you don't reach an agreement, but it ain't like, well, since everybody know about it, I can still do my own thing, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? The NFL wanted to provide the receivers that he threw, that he was going to throw to. Like He was like, "Why? No, I'm gonna fly my own guys in." The NFL didn't want cameras. He was like, "Okay, we don't have to have the media there, but I want to have my people there so I can film it." And the NFL said, "No, we're gonna film it. We're gonna send it to all the teams." He was like, "No, I'm not cool with that because y'all can edit it and not put all my good throws in there. I can just put all my bad throws." And don't make that face like you trust the NFL because I don't trust them at all.
I'm not saying that they couldn't do that, but he don't own the NFL. You got to play by their rules. If you want to play in their game, you got to play by their rules. I'm not defending the NFL. I'm not saying I trust the NFL, but if you say I want to be a part of your organization, and they say, all right, this is the stuff you have to do. If you don't want to do it, then fine, you just want to play.
Right, but this ain't nothing to do with the job though. This is them making the opportunity harder than it is.
What other person do you know can take their own film crew to a workout? You think Giuseppe to do that slip outside? You think he had if he could afford his own film crew?
No, you don't take. They're not taking their own film crew to the thing.
He's going to record
with these pro days, the media is there, so the media can put everything. If let's say if you know how the combine, the NFL do with the whole coverage of the combine,
right?
So everybody, you can watch it at home, see what's going on. None of the public could watch it at home and see what's going on at all. So how would they know
what media is at the combine? What media?
The NFL media though.
That's one media. CBS is not there,
but NBC. But it ain't like the NFL. That shit was gonna be on the NFL Network though. It wasn't gonna be on anything. The cameras, it wasn't even going to be on anything. It was going to send the tape around to everybody. But niggas just said his arm strength is spectacular.
Well, he'll sign the team then. There's 8 niggas there that clearly need quarterbacks. That's why he went to extra mile, and he'll be signing. If he is what they say he is, if he is what he say he is, since none of us seen the footage.
I seen it. All of it.
All right, well, cool. So he should be on the team then, right?
So I seen him with my own eyes. If they don't sign him after this, it's like, sure niggas don't. But at the same time, he can't look off, DBs. Like he can't throw. He's not throwing in the coverage. That's different.
And on top of all that, if you guys know anything about football, very rarely, and I mean very rarely, are you signing a quarterback that haven't played a quarterback period in the middle of a season, let alone one that ain't played in 3 years, because he had to learn a completely new system.
Right.
Not only that, but you haven't played for 3 years, so you might be physically in shape, but are you mentally able to catch up to? Of course, you can some stuff you can run. You can run dial plays and handoffs, but do you know all the routes? Do you know all the language? Teams don't sign quarterbacks in the middle of the season.
Do you think Peyton Manning forgot how to play football? Peyton Manning been retired.
So you telling me
Peyton Manning still breaking down film, still knowing what's going on out there.
He works for the NFL. He works for ESPN though. But
he played in the NFL.
Yeah.
A long ass time.
Right.
Very successful. Went to Super Bowls, won Super Bowls.
Right.
His mind ain't going nowhere.
That's because he's continuously working in the NFL. He's retired.
So you're trying to say,
what has Kaepernick done NFL wise?
Nigga went to the Super Bowl. Like, what do you mean?
What has he done since he hasn't been playing? What has he done football wise besides working out? I'm not saying.
What can you do though besides working out?
That's what I'm saying. So Peyton Manning is around football. He's still around NFL players. He does a series on ESPN every week.
I don't agree. I don't know where you're going with this.
Look, where I'm going with this is just like anything. If you don't practice it, you will forget it, right? So you could take 4 years of a foreign language. You could take I'm talking about putting it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you can practice it all you want to, but until you go out there and actually put it to use, you're gonna lose it. If you're not doing it, you're gonna lose it. Like a foreign language, right? You can call out. Peyton Manning can come in here today. Anybody, Michael Vick can come in here today.
Oklahoma, Idaho.
Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Like, can come in here and call out plays, and it'll be a foreign language to people that don't understand football, and people that even understand football, like I do, or whatever. Like, if I don't know that system and know what those calls mean, I won't understand nothing that he's saying, right? And so with somebody that's constantly mentally around football, then you're always speaking the language. When you're away from it and you're not speaking the language, you'll lose some of it.
But you're saying this man that played football since Pee-wee,
didn't you know that for a fact? You know that
high
for
school,
a fact? You don't know that.
College, pro.
You
trying to say he just forgot football? Like he can,
No.
he's not gonna learn. Like I agree with you. He's not gonna learn the terminology because different.
That's
like
what
you
I'm
go
talking
to
about. It's a foreign
like
language,
if he went to Oakland right now, you're not gonna know terminology.
If he signed to the
like that, because that terminology is ridiculous.
If he went to the Patriots right now, he'll commit suicide. Like he would kill himself. You're like, I know people have retired. Like people have left, got signed by the Patriots, and retired because they're like, I can't just play. I can't. These people that's played for 10 years, like I don't know what this playbook is. And you, little guy, Andrew Hawkins, used to play for the Browns. Like short guy, slot receiver. He got released by the Browns or something. When he signed with the Patriots, smart guy. His brother played in the NFL. He played football and CFL and NFL and all this stuff. He was like physically I could still play, but I couldn't understand the plays. And he was on the team last year. He's telling me a dude that's 3 years away and got to be the quarterback, which actually got to say the plays, not just understand them. They actually got to say the plays and explain it to everybody else. You think he could do it in the middle of a season?
How long is training camp?
I say in the middle of a season. In the middle of a season. Rookies can get it, most of it, through a training camp, through an off season.
He's a vet, though.
Right. So after the season, I can see him get signed. But as far as getting signed in the middle of the season.
Would the Dolphins love a Colin Kaepernick right now?
What offense? And what offense? What offense?
I'm saying the Dolphins. I said Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins.
You know what I'm saying? Like teams with quarterbacks it's horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, they're trying to lose. They probably wouldn't do it. It had to be like
San Francisco.
Washington.
They was there too.
San Francisco would never sign him again just because of the relationship and all this. So I don't know. Your mind said we got both good personal opinions.
Yeah, I agree with that. But this is the question I want to pose to you. Do you think?
I know y'all don't care about sports, but it's important to us.
But this is like sports/social issues with this one. But do you think Colin Kaepernick deserves another shot in the league? I don't even want to say shot because the nigga clearly got blackballed. Pause. So
yeah, for sure. I believe anybody deserve, put aside what he did or what they didn't like or whatever. Yes. I don't know nobody that don't. I don't care if it's Michael Vick today. Get that nigga a shot. Like if he want to play, if he feel like he can play, give him a shot. If it's Peyton Manning today, if it's Randall Cunningham today, like y'all say, like if they feel like they can play, give them a shot. Like I don't care who it is or what the cause is, give them a shot. That's all I'm saying. I
agree, but I don't know who will sign him. We'll see on Tuesday. You know, I don't know.
You know what? I want to see, to end all speculation, I want to see him on the field. That way niggas can be like, oh, the NFL is on some BS. Cuz can still play. Or they're like, this nigga ain't got it. Like he can't read defenses in preseason where they playing vanilla. Like, just to be done with it one way or the other. Right? Give him a shot. If he can do what he say he can do, cool. And if he can't, then cool.
Like first game back, starting quarterback get hurt. Yeah, he gotta go out there.
Right.
Make something happen.
And he's gonna throw 4 interceptions like Mason Rudolph. Just saying.
Trash.
You might say, I wish Cleveland would go forward with him. We really need a taller quarterback.
Nah, I don't want him to do no.
I don't want him nowhere near the Browns. I want him to get in the league, but not with the Browns.
No, we got like Baker Mayfield. He don't run. He roll out to the right at least half the game, but he's still slinging it. Colin Kaepernick they're not gonna sling it like that.
Baker Mayfield is short though. I've never seen so many balls get batted down at the line of scrimmage.
You're like, oh, he wide open.
Yeah, he was looking and as soon as he let it go, it happened 2 or 3 times in the last game. That's why he got to roll out. You know what I'm saying? He's short, man. I never seen so many balls get batted down.
But hey, last game when he was rolling out to the right, I will give him credit. He was making completions though, because usually it's
it's good.
It's
good. No turnovers in the last 3 games. Pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't got nothing.
Yeah, we don't ride our home team players. You know.
So I want Kaepernick to get another chance, unless they say the Browns bring him in for a workout. Then I don't want him nowhere near my team. I don't want to. We got too many personalities on this team anyway. I don't need him nowhere near it. I don't want it. Be sure to vote in that poll, unless you're telling me 100% of y'all think that Myles Garrett should be. Myles Garrett should be.
I'm waiting for Yo-Yo.
Right.
Humphrey.
You know what she's gonna say.
I'm waiting for her to chime in. It's gonna be, where her vote going.
Yeah. Everybody say yes. This is football, not volleyball. Right. It ain't about how tall you can jump. You know what I'm saying? It's about how far you can see, and when you 6 foot, you can't see it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not when the 5 people in front of you is 6'5", everybody. It just don't work out that way. I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I think he could be all right.
Right. So since we got a little pause right here, let's take a moment to recognize one of our sponsors.
Camera don't want to work. You say? Yeah. The white balance.
Thank your ad here for.
Y'all can't see it, but it says your ad here.
Thank one of our sponsors for.
White balance is crazy.
Yeah, I might do.
It just refuses to.
I'm gonna have to use some different color marker. Yeah, thank y'all for your tribute. And make sure that y'all go grab this beer in your local grocery store.
And subsequently, if you also want your ad here, let us know. And or if you know somebody that need advertising, just like this wonderful refreshment that we're having today by a well-known company called Your Ad Here.
Yeah, delicious, tasteful, and perfect for the Christmas holiday season.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Cinnamons, different spices, nutmeg. Mm-hmm. Very, very tasty drink. Very tasty beverage. Go check it out in your local grocery store. Now back to the show.
Sorry, it's just a 30-second roll we had to get out of the way for our sponsor, our great sponsors, and we're always looking for more. Mayfield does not look downfield. He only looks in front of him. That's because he only got 3 seconds, and then they smacking him or they forcing him to run around because they on top of they sitting in his lap the whole time. Like that's why earlier in the season when he was trying to look downfield, he was taking 5 and 7 step drops. It's not enough time. Mm-hmm. There's not enough time to see. You know what I'm saying? Like because wide receivers wasn't getting open or he was getting sacked. They had to run around. So now you got to do 3-step, quick slants. You know what I'm saying? Or 1 step.
He was very successful.
You got to do it, yeah. Quick passes.
These different defensive coordinators most definitely plan for having Landry out there and Odell Beckham. So they're switching up. You might have double coverage on Landry this play, double coverage on Beckham this play, and it's hard for him to read. It's easy because they confusing the hell out of him.
It's hard to read, especially when you're trying to run longer routes. But it's simple. Look, we should have a whole separate sports podcast because I don't want to bore y'all. But double coverage is easy to beat if you're making quick throws, right? So you got a cornerback that might be playing man coverage press, which means he's right close to the wide receiver, right? You got a safety that's going to double him over top. The safety is like 15 yards away or so, depending on the defense. So the only way to beat that, while you got one-on-one coverage, before you get deep enough to get to the safety, is to throw a quick pass. So it's a quick slant, a quick out. That's like a drag route. You know what I'm saying? A crossing route, something short. You know what I'm saying? 5 yards or so, and get the ball in their hands, and then let them be the playmakers that they are, and make somebody miss or whatever. But because of that, if you try to run longer routes, then that just gives the safety more time to get over top to the wide receiver. Now you got double coverage. Now you definitely can't throw in double or triple coverage.
Then by that time you get sacked.
Oh yeah, yeah, 7 steps, yeah. So, and he's short, yeah. So yeah.
See, Landry get a lot of the catches because they live with him being in single coverage. You can't really fuck with him in single coverage, but Odell Beckham, they really don't want him in single coverage because he's scoring a touchdown. Landry is not a touchdown scorer. He's more of a catcher, and it's proven because I think it was like number 1 in the most catches for the first 7 seasons of a career.
Landry, yeah. So that's why they can't run 7-step drops right now. And if you can, first off, all the short passes, you just can't do it. Like, you just can't do it. You can't drop 7 steps and throw something short because the defense will react way too fast. You can't take 7 steps and look deep because your wide receiver is going to be double teamed unless you got the ultimate slot wide receiver, which is Landry. But for whatever reason, they're not lining Hollywood Higgins as the number 1, which he should be, not skill wise, but on the roster he should be your X. Odell Beckham should be your Y, and your Z, which is your slot person, should be Landry, and then he should be able to catch everything over the middle, and this should be 1,000 passes. We definitely should have.
But Higgins really didn't play last game.
Only
when they got out to the red zone, they put him in. But
but he's our biggest wide receiver. He's like 6'2", but he's our biggest wide receiver. It's crazy. As you said, you definitely should have a sports show in the umbrella. Sports fans love hoodies too. We do got hoodies.
We do. Well, I don't know. We got different colors, different sizes. Damn, it's chilly outside. Yeah, don't y'all need a hoodie?
I know y'all need hoodies.
Check us out. We got everything on, everything on the Facebook. We're not gonna bring the hoodies in here because, quality control. We don't want cigar smoke on your brand new hoodies now,
for sure.
But I got one right here. It's a little sample.
Anyway, hoodies are dope. We do need a sports show. But yeah, hoodies are sweet.
Now before I show you the hoodies, if you didn't notice, we got our original ePIFFany Media shirts, ePIFFany Media hats, and the brown, and snapback in the Browns. We still got a lot of hats, dad hats, and snapbacks available. This is the ePIFFany. Hold on, ePIFFany hoodie. Yeah, you can see that.
It's pretty dope.
Nice, Chris. I watched this. First time I got it was last Saturday. I wore it. We were smoking in here, and I washed it. No peeling, nothing. Logo is still fresh. So be sure to get you one.
For sure.
And the price is $35 because it's quality. Price is $35. It's quality. Hit us up when you want to purchase.
For sure.
Sooner to be online when you want to purchase on your own, but we have a problem on that end, but we'll get it situated.
I hate online stores. Anyway, so holidays coming up. What we got next? I got a calendar here, but the thing about my calendar is that it doesn't allow me. This is another sponsor, but they haven't paid their bill yet, so technically they're not a sponsor. They do a lot of good work for small businesses, which is always great. I got a calendar somewhere, but anyway, I can't find it. So anyway, we got 2 shows before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 2.
I don't want to say it's 2 shows before Thanksgiving.
Let me see. Okay, this week. No, 1 show. We had 1 show before Thanksgiving.
Let's see. Because what I want to do is... Yeah. All right, right. So 1 show before Thanksgiving. So I want to talk about y'all meals, recipes, favorite meals, favorite recipes that you ever cook for Thanksgiving? Your mom ever let you cook?
As a kid, I never cooked, but now I cook for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
You cook for your house?
Yeah. My house.
I don't know. That's easy.
Easy because
that's easy.
It was trial and error. Like it was, I say for the first 2-3. First 2 years I had fake fans out there. They didn't tell me the truth. I didn't I didn't think it was all that,
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? But then no, it's good. Captain line. And they finally told me. I'm like, why didn't you tell me first? I could have redid the recipe. Now the first recipe, it was called Byron's Famous Mac and Cheese. Now it's called Byron's Unfamous Mac and Cheese.
It's trash now.
And spectacular now. It's good as fuck now.
So what are you guys' favorite recipe, holiday recipe? Like Thanksgiving recipe.
Like for real, I can live off the mac and cheese and be cool. Like the turkey. So I like it like the fried. I had a fried turkey. I'm like, okay, but other than that, oven baked turkeys be dry to me.
That's true.
Like the fried turkey is good, but it's fried, of course. You know how that be. But
that's true.
Other than that, I don't look forward to nothing except like the sweet potato pie and mac and cheese, and then I'm good because it's all slave food, and none of that slave food good for you in the first place. It's just like that's why niggas go to sleep because it's deadly.
So you got a famous line, and you just brought it up. You got a famous line in one of your songs about your grandma's sweet potato pie.
You know what's crazy? When you said that, I was like, man, you ain't hear none of the new shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, that shit ain't famous. That's why I said you got a famous line. So clearly I'm talking about some old classic shit and not talking about the new stuff. Anyway, your grandma's sweet potato pie you referenced in the song. Is that
no? Well, I said my mother's sweet potato pie, but I said the recipe from my grandmother. I don't even know if that's true, but it just seemed like it is.
You lied?
No, I didn't lie.
Music is all lies. That's what I just learned right now.
I made an assumption that that's where she got the recipe from because my grandmother did a lot of baking and shit. So I made the assumption that's where she got it from. So
music is lies. All musicians lies. They all lie to you. Well, I mean, your mom in here now. We can clarify.
I don't know, she might be.
She here.
People leave, come back.
Angel said, my family requested I make this butterscotch walnut crust dessert, and my niece asked for this pistachio pineapple stuff. I'll be making that. My favorite is homemade mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes.
So the stuff you said before, the sweet potatoes and the homemade mashed potatoes, was all stuff I never heard of and not
stuff on the Caucasus Mountains.
Exactly. Like stuff that I'm not used to. Even now, I still don't know what that is.
Pineapple pistachio. I like pineapple and I love pistachio, so it sounds like it worked. Butterscotch, like all this stuff sound like it'll work. Like it all sound like ice cream toppings. Like so, I don't see why it wouldn't work in a recipe.
Butterscotch walnut crust.
Yeah, like what? So what's the rest of the pie? There? Yeah, right. What's the rest of the? That's the crust. Like butterscotch and walnut is the crust. What is the rest of the? What's the rest of the dessert? That's funny. Your mom said her favorite things for Thanksgiving is dressing, green, sweet potato pie, and pound cake.
I hate dressing for the life of me. It's like, why?
Dressing got a small green light for me. Like, because either it's gonna be dry and crunchy, right, or it's gonna be too wet and like thick, and I hate that too. Like, and I don't know how to fix it, but and rarely do anybody just hit the green for me. And I like dressing when it's made perfect or whatever, perfect for me. but rarely is it made perfect. So I don't know.
I probably had it like once. I was like, okay, it's cool, but it's not something I'm making my play. I'm not gonna throw it on there.
If it's made perfect, like I said, it can't be too wet and it can't be too dry and crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, rarely is it perfect. But when it is perfect, I can smash for at least 2 days before I'm like
me.
At least 2 days before I'm like, that's it. I just can't do it no more.
Like even on the mac and cheese, like you have 3-4 days after, it's like I'm done.
Yeah,
this is too much.
It's
cheesy.
Because it's so bad for you. And then when you go like day 3, like all right, so ham, like the meats and stuff is a little bit different because you can make sandwiches out of it now. You don't got to eat it just plain. Like I said, a couple days later, you can make ham sandwiches or turkey sandwiches or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of gives you a little bit of versatility. But nigga, these sides, it's the same size. You can't doctor. You can add barbecue sauce to your mac and cheese, but that only goes so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to these sides, nigga. I get to my nigga, day 2, day 3. I'm like, that's it. I just can't do it no more. Angel said she made it for me. It's the marshmallow green.
Marshmallow greens?
Yeah, it's like marshmallow.
In the greens?
No, not greens. Green as in color.
Oh.
Like it's like a marshmallow, like whipped topping, kind of a pie thing. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm not a huge marshmallow person.
Hey, so bro, of course, like. We're similar. So growing up, we didn't think like white people like knew how to cook food, whatever.
Somebody keeps saying that. Like I never thought that.
I never thought it, but
I never.
When have you like just ate some like not black cooking? Like until I was like probably like 16. That's when I was like ate like not black cooking.
I'm with you. Like I use it,
and I was like, damn, white people cook.
I never thought that white people couldn't cook, but I thought that they couldn't season. Like that was my whole thing. Like because most of the chefs, especially now, so nowadays you get a little bit more diversity. But coming up, it was like Emerald. You know what I'm saying? Like it was only like 3.
Not white.
Whatever.
Emerald Lacoste, whatever his name is.
He white.
Is he white?
He white.
I thought he was something else.
He white to me. Anyway, coming up, the most famous chefs when we was coming up, like when you had the steel cable. It was all white chefs. So I never thought that white people couldn't cook. I just thought that their stuff was unseasoned. And I felt that way because I'm like, well, they're probably serving it for a bunch of people, and some people like a lot of season, some people like a little season. So it made sense to me. Yeah. I never thought that white people couldn't cook. Like somebody else said that, and I was like, I never thought that. I just thought that they just couldn't season. I thought that was the thing, that they couldn't season.
But, okay, I want to say that not white people couldn't cook, but you know how black people are about eating like outside of the home.
Now that
eating other niggas shit.
Now that I agree with you.
Like it's like I don't know. Like how did you prepare that? Did you wash your hands?
I'm with you because nigga they don't be watching. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to get into it because we would like to have your ad here. So I don't want to slander nobody.
But now
we would indeed like to have your ad here.
But now, real talk, yeah, white people cook. Yeah, that was a racist thing of me back in the day. But you know what? I learned and I got cultured, and my views have changed. Unlike other people out here, they've been living for 60, 70 years, and they still think black people stink. It's crazy.
Shout out to my man Clayton Bigsby. Anyway, Angel said the butterscotch dessert is layers. Walnut crust made with butter, flour, walnuts, then layer of cream cheese, Cool Whip, butterscotch. That's a lot going on. Butterscotch pudding, Cool Whip on top, and walnuts on top. There's a lot going on there.
I have to see it because I just can't imagine that dessert.
It's a lot going on there. Let me see. Your mom said just a small correction. I did not get the recipe from Grandmommy. I learned it on my own. Manuel, you'll like my dressing. I'm down. Hey, I'm down. And it's your mom's recipe. Your mom's sweet potato pie.
Well, I was a picky eater, so I never had it.
I think they eat condiments until he was like married.
That's true. Like, I'm a very picky eater until I don't know.
It's like, hey, Hey, when I worked at Burger King, this nigga bartender come up there and like, man, we get 2 cheeseburgers plain. And I remember the girl on the speaker like, plain? Like, you don't want nothing on it? And I'm like, he's like, no, nothing. Like, niggas couldn't wrap their head around the fact that you wanted a plain cheeseburger. Like, just cheese and burger. Like, it's dry. Not only is it dry, like, you missing out on the best part of the cheeseburger part. Like, the condiments for years.
I remember I went to Raleigh's one time. Damn, I don't even like saying names. I went to this restaurant.
It's a burger joint.
This burger joint that in the South is different name for it. So I went there, and
that's a good way of putting it.
I was like, yeah, let me get a plain cheese, plain brand burger. Their brand burger.
Brand burger plain.
So I got it, and it was plain, like no cheese on it, nothing. I'm like, no, I said I want a cheeseburger plain. Like the cheese is still going on it, but I don't want no condiments. I don't want no lettuce, tomato, onion, nothing.
It's such a rarity that like niggas like I've heard them even have like, damn, do you want cheese though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Like, what is the point of getting a burger? Like, I don't understand.
Like no cheese, that's a hamburger. Like, man, I'm talking about it. I at least need cheese on it. But yeah, that was back then. Now I still don't fuck with mustard, ketchup, at all. But I get the lettuce, tomato, and the onion on there. Most definitely, or even sauteed onions, like a whole bunch of veggies I get on the burger. Like,
well, you just gotta. I mean, cause you just missing out. There's so much flavor.
So last night I went to this local Cleveland restaurant, and like this is not me. Like I had a Nashville hot chicken. I don't like nothing hot, and this shit had me sweating, and shit was good. I'm starting to expand my horizons and shit. Like they had like hot sauce mayo in there. Like how? Like I don't eat that.
Like, that's old shit. That shit I've been doing since '90s. You know what I'm saying? That's old. I've been the ketchup mayo, the Heinz or Kraft or whatever one of them companies got in the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing that forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, cause you gotta be creative out here with your flavor. Angel, we can make it. So we made a broccoli salad, like a broccoli salad. I was gonna try to explain it, but it was a broccoli salad with carrots. Broccoli as a base instead of lettuce, of course, and mayo and all this other stuff. As far as salad goes, it's probably one of the best salads I've ever had. And I stole the recipe from another big company that almost said fuck us with our charity event.
You know almost?
They almost did. No, they did. Technically, they did. Yeah, for sure. And then, so with that, I stole their recipe and made it my own, and I think I made it better. Angel said my nephew orders plain too. I looked at him the same way at first. Because this is what, like, you missing out on everything.
Yeah, you are missing out. Like, as a kid, you don't understand. Okay, I might take some ketchup and eat it like, mustard, but when you mix different shit
together. You actually get like a good, that's just a plain condiment, but like, when you actually get like a sauce, like this is our house sauce or something, it usually be like the most dopest shit ever. Like,
yeah, the house sauces at a restaurant is good as hell. I can't even lie. So you got like, but then if you don't want the sauce, you're being disrespectful to the chef.
Yeah, you kind of bit.
If you say you don't want, so you say at least say you don't want it on the side. Okay, that's acceptable. You're gonna try it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Whatever. But I'm ranch. I never had ranch. I try some ranch. Like, damn, ranch is actually good as hell. But I still like. I noticed my pounds gain when I started eating more than just plain cheeseburgers and shit. Like, I gained weight.
That don't got nothing to do with it.
So, I want to, like, I started, like, I didn't used to fuck with sour cream, which is crazy. Like, how can someone not like sour cream?
Nigga, I don't understand. Like, sour cream is one of those things that I literally don't understand how people say they don't like sour cream. Now, I get it. You don't like guacamole because it's kind of a bland. Unless you get it like made fresh or unless it's made by a real Mexican, you can kind of be flavorless and it's just chunks of avocado and it's not good.
Or you talking about? Hold on, that's not. You talking about guacamole?
What I say?
I ain't hear you say guacamole.
Yeah, guacamole.
Oh yeah.
But so I'm just saying, like, so stuff like that I can understand. Stuff like stuff that were like Tabasco sauce. Some people say it's too tangy, where they like hot sauce or whatever. Like stuff like that I can understand. But how the fuck do anybody not like sour cream? Like, how's that possible?
Like, look, I used to go to Chipotle. Oh, I'm fucking up again. All right, I used to go to this French-inspired Mexican restaurant and order a burrito, and I used to get chicken, rice, and cheese.
It's so dry, like I don't know how you.
I don't know what. Like, that's all I got. Like, it was to the point where I had went, and the lady told me, like, she put the black beans on there. I'm like, I don't eat the shit. Like, nah, they're good.
Go eat them bitches today.
I ain't never stopped eating them.
That's funny. Yeah, black beans are nothing.
And then the sour cream, once you put that on, it was
completely different.
Like, what was I
don't
missing?
Understand it, man. Your mom said that's how we do it, except Bart. Your mom don't eat condiments on her stuff?
Oh no, she get her shit plain.
All right, so clearly Bart is Bart's the guy, man. He's the one that's out here living. He had the wild childhood, the wild younger years, and clearly he know how to live and enjoy himself. What do you mean? Shout out to Bart for being the pioneer in your household. You probably had to fight to get ketchup in the house.
No, he used to put onions in the hamburger meat.
Shout out to Bart.
I used to hate that.
Shout out to Bart, man. Y'all owe that man some money or something.
But yeah, now I'm trying to get everything.
Like the house, at least the house sauces, man. House sauces go hard,
especially when my bad.
No, just because they like this is our signature sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes it be similar to somebody else's signature sauce. Like, for example, like McDonald's signature sauce. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like relish and mayo or some shit like that. Like, but it's their signature sauce is good.
Mm-hmm.
KFC got the finger licking sauce. These people that never be sponsored, so I don't care about shouting them up. The finger licking sauce or whatever, like typically wherever you go, the signature sauce is the one thing that you should at least try. Like, this is our signature sauce. Your wife said, "Yeah, beads of sweat rolling down your forehead from the chicken sandwich." Is that the Popeyes joint?
No, the Popeyes joint it's just flavorful, like seasoned. It's not like spicy. Like, this is hot.
I never had it.
Like, the line going down.
I'll wait until they get real chicken back in there.
No, that's real chicken.
Whatever.
The shit before that was like trash quality. I mean, I'm good. I'm good on them now. But when I went past them today, I seen the line dwindling down, which means it's time for me to strike more and more. Like, cause nigga, I had to get up at like 10:15, leave out the house 10:15, get there before they like 10:20, and wait. And then as soon as like 10:28, I pull up to the line in the speaker, be the first one in line and get my sandwich hot, fresh.
I respect that.
If you go, don't get the regular shit because it tastes just like regular, but the spicy one is the one.
I can respect that. Angel said that she said dip your fries in ranch. She said she loved A1 steak sauce on her ranch. Angel said their sour cream so good too. Or runny. I'm assuming she means Chipotle. I ain't rocking with them niggas. Angel said, y'all ever tried peanut butter sandwiches dipped in your chili?
No.
That's Caucasus Mountain stuff. Your mom said Chipotle guacamole is good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Is it better than the authentic?
No, clearly it's not.
Nothing there is better.
Nothing's better than the authentic Mexican place, right? In a jam, it'll get me by. But like, if I was like, man, I want some chips and guac tonight, nigga, Chipotle is never on the list. It's just never on the list. Like, not that it's last on the list.
Yeah.
Like, it's not on the list at all.
So would you go to Taco Bell over them?
Probably. I like Taco Bell chips. They're super thin. I like Taco Bell chips.
Taco Bell's lightweight healthy on the low now.
Some of this stuff is pretty healthy. A lot of black bean instead of meat bowls and stuff. I tell you what's trash though. Chipotle queso.
I never had it, but the reviews was trash. So I didn't try to waste my money on it.
Super trash. Super trash. Yeah, it's bad. Peanut butter sandwich is dipped in chili.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that because chili.
Why would you do that?
Chili on some. Okay, chili can be down there on a Mexican type of flavor profile almost, but you mix it with an American. Just peanut butter?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's why I was waiting on you to finish because she didn't say on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. She said a peanut butter sandwich dipped in your chili. Now, slightly in her, this has nothing to do with her, but I have went to, it was an ice cream spot in Cleveland Heights. I don't remember the name of it, but they used to have like the wild flavors or whatever. And they had chocolate chili with a flavor. And it was chocolate ice cream. It's cold, tastes like chocolate ice cream. But the aftertaste or whatever is fucking chili. Mm-hmm. It's like Wendy's, not Wendy's, because Wendy's chili is decent, but it ain't great. It's chili. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, this is chocolate ice cream. I'm like, oh, this is chili. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's chocolate and chili. I've never had or thought about dipping my peanut butter sandwich. First off, who is just out here eating peanut butter sandwiches? Like, who's doing this? Secondly, if you are, well, who's gonna like, you know what? You go grab just peanut butter sandwiches, a cup of chili. It's crazy to me.
Hey, I'm about to get like that's a real struggle sandwich. Yeah, like, sure. Jelly?
For sure.
That's a super struggle sandwich right there.
Angel said local Mexican restaurant guac. I mean, she said quack. I'm assuming that's queso or guac. I don't know. It's good, but I'm not saying their names. You're buying all the calories and sodium in that sandwich. I'm assuming she mean the Popeyes joint. Y'all niggas gonna die. You already see the stuff like, in 20 years we're gonna see commercials about if you had a Popeyes chicken sandwich, you're gonna have mesothelioma.
Yeah. But you know what the crazy part is? Like, I mean, niggas been fucking with Popeyes forever. And then as soon as they come out with a new sandwich, and they, how they say, the black lady ain't she don't need to because nigga, y'all co-signing that shit.
She get paid to do whatever, like yeah. No, you don't gotta do no advertising. All you gotta do is print out a free text, a free tweet that says, "Chicken sandwich coming back." Y'all gonna retweet it 1,000, 250 million thousand times, and it's free advertising for
the same company that owned Burger King own them. And some other restaurants. So, nigga, they said they was working on that sandwich for 2 years. Shit good as fuck. But I don't pay attention to social media. I do my own thing. I could die, but I'm about to go get the 2 for 4 McDouble, or 2 for 3 McDouble. I'd rather have a chicken sandwich than McDoubles.
I'm never on social media talking about stuff like that.
No, I said. You let social media influence you not to fuck with shit.
Me?
Or fuck with it.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I think so.
Yeah, your social media.
No, I'm a ask, if anything, whatever the popping is, I'm doing the opposite. So yeah, if you want to say it influenced me because I do the opposite, for sure. Mm-hmm. You don't think I could go wait in the dumbass line to get the Popeye chicken sandwich like everybody else?
Sure good.
I got the thing on me, so ain't gonna be no slamming me on my ribs. Ain't gonna be no breaking my ribs. Angel said you can even try a spoon of peanut butter directly in your bowl. It's interesting, but I prefer plain bread, peanut butter dipped into chili. It's so good. Angel, I've had your chili. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Like you fucked this man up from all white people chili.
Emily said, what about green hot dogs? All right, so I read this. This is my second time reading that. The first time, I almost gave you the finger on live camera.
What happened? What she say?
She said, what about green hot dogs?
Like a vegan hot dog? What she talking about?
I'll tell you the story. So I was in elementary school, right? And elementary school, back when we was in elementary, they used to have like terrible food. So you had like the disgusting pizza that's cut into squares. You know what I'm saying? Where the cheese or the toppings come right off. It's super.
Mm-hmm.
It was St. Patrick's Day. Or around St. Patrick's Day. And so I don't know at your school, but they used to give us like foot-long, you get like foot-long hot dogs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So one St. Patrick's Day, they dyed the hot dogs green, right? But I'm in elementary school, so I didn't think, like, I'm not Irish, like, I don't, like, St. Patrick's Day mean nothing to me. I'm black, I live on 90th, like, it means nothing to me. I wasn't even on 90th yet, we was on Hopkins. And we was eating dinner or something, and I was like, hey, like, I ate a green hot dog, and, like, it got mad quiet, like, it got mad quiet. Because people was thinking, like, you had a green hot dog, like, what do you mean? I'm like, it was a green hot dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you eat that? I'm like, because one of my favorite colors is green, and it was a hot dog, like, it's a green, like, what were you talking about? And they gave me grief about eating a green hot dog forever. It was food coloring, like, it's just food coloring, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody older acting like they don't know what food coloring is. Mm-hmm. Like, I just ate a disgusting green hot dog, like it was moldy or something. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, but back then they had the green ketchup.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
saying.
The green hot dog.
That's what I'm saying. So don't look at me like I'm a weirdo because I ate a green hot dog. And my favorite color green. So if it's green, then I'm probably gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the best stuff are green. Like hands down, the lettuce. Yes, it's super healthy for you. Spinach,
Brussels sprouts.
If cooked right, what's the best apple? Granny Smith, the green. The best stuff. You get the caramel apple suckers or whatever. The caramel apple suckers.
Damn, I missed those.
Green.
You know what? I never had a real one though. A real candy apple. I'm gonna try one.
I don't know. You're an adult. I don't know why you haven't tried one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one. It probably tastes good as hell.
Go to the Amish country and get them fresh. Like go to Middlefield and get them fresh. Crazy. Your mom said, "Yeah." It wasn't mold. It wasn't like it was green growing on the whole hot dog was green. Hey, not a weird person. My favorite color is just green. And it was St. Patrick's Day. And I enjoyed it. It was a full-on hot dog at elementary school. It was definitely the worst. Definitely the worst.
Oh, man.
Ebony says she wanted us to call her. We haven't had nobody call into the show in a long time. So let's see what we can do. She gonna try to say something like, it was mold all over it, like she was there and she was in like high school or something.
No. This is y'all. You got me on speaker?
You live.
Yeah, you can probably put her face.
He did not tell us that it was
that's her.
St. Patrick's Day until y'all had this show when I mentioned it probably last year. So all he told us, it's like we was living on St. Clair. He was living on St. Clair. We was living on St. Clair too. All he told us was he ate a green hot dog. It was his favorite color, and he ate it. So he just literally said it was St. Patrick's Day on this show like last year. So don't you try to play us about those green hot dogs because you ate a green hot dog.
I don't like the way that she's saying that.
Well, don't be trying to play us. Because when you come home and you in elementary and you tell us you eat a green hot dog, we are looking at you like you're a weirdo. Why would you eat a green hot dog?
It just came out. Yeah,
I was excited.
At school.
It was whatever. Your favorite color is purple. How many times you gonna eat food that's purple? Never. Right? So if you
there's purple cupcakes.
All right, that's far in between though. If you went to somewhere and they're like, nigga, they had a purple steak or top.
I'm not eating a purple hot dog. I'm not eating a green hot dog. Unless I absolutely know that it's for St. Patrick's Day. It's full color.
Well, that means
you just ate a green hot dog.
Well, that means you ain't fully dedicated to your favorite color, and it ain't really your favorite color.
I'm changing it.
Yeah, well, right. You change it to normal food color because if it's purple, you're supposed to eat it because you're supposed to.
I'm not eating no green hot
You supposed to be down for your colors. All I'm saying. Bye.
Yeah, that was another Epiphany Media correspondent, Ebony J. Check out, she coming real soon.
She we need to have her on. We should get her to come on and to a relaunch. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be busy this December, and I hope y'all join her. We gotta get her some sponsors too. So buy some hoodies and get us some sponsors. Help us get more sponsors. Besides the Covenant, your ad here, the good people over at your ad here.
Yeah, this is the Emerald. That's the Emerald right there for y'all. One more time. Gotta let them know to go check out this beer in your local grocery store.
That's great.
It's on shelves now in every local grocery store in Cleveland. Go check it out. It's very delicious.
Our production value is bad. It's not good. Like the white balance is the lights, the studio lights is too bright, and you can't see.
They are bright as hell today.
But for the next brand that we advertise, best believe it'll be there. So don't worry, your ad will come out perfect. We'll sit your product right here.
It'll be more effort, I'll tell you that.
We'll sit your product right here.
It'll be more professional, more obviously I'm just messing around.
It'll be on point the whole time. Your mom said as a kid you had a caramel and candy apple.
I remember the suckers pause, but I don't remember anything else.
Your mom said she can't see the label. The white balance is gonna. There you go. Your ad here. We want to thank you. We want to thank our sponsors.
Hey,
your ad here.
When you do the screenshot for like the
put that up there.
I gotta be the one. What time are we at? That's 106. Let's say 106.
Yeah. That's cool. 106. I can do that. Yeah. Thank you for your ad here for sponsoring us tonight. Mm-hmm. If you want your ad here, get in contact with it. We can definitely do that. Moving to the holiday season. If you got event staff or catering services or snow removal, any of that stuff, we can advertise you right here.
For a great price, and most definitely get the word out there, and it'll be here forever. You see the thing, you might go to somebody else and they do a lame ass radio commercial which nobody's listening to, and you paying all that money. Mm-hmm. Come to us, and it'll be here. It'll be advertised forever, because once we do a show, it's in history. Forever for another classic show. So people want to, let's go look at the old stuff. Mm-hmm. You'll be right there.
Right there. Not only that, when you're advertising such free newspapers around town that homeless niggas use as toilet paper.
Like, nobody not paying attention to
nobody really paying attention
to the free to the View. I'm gonna call them the View.
The View.
That's funny. I ain't paying no attention to that. Like, no. The Obama phone and post. Nobody's not paying attention to that.
The call and post, but you call it the Obama phone and post. I always try to call and post because that's a black newspaper.
Yeah, they cool, but we still. I don't know them and they don't know me, so
no, that's the first and only. We gotta give a shout out for the one time. But yeah, that's the label. That's our sponsor for this episode. I appreciate y'all. MJ do got an event next Saturday, speaking event. She could have talked about it, but she didn't want to. She wanted to talk about false stories about eating green hot dogs and stuff.
Throw another speed date in there. I just want to come in there, liven it up and get numbers that I'm gonna delete right after there.
I'm not saying anything about that.
You can delete them, right? You gotta support. You gotta support your sister, man. Well, I'm gonna be at the next speed dating event, turning down everything, shutting down dreams. But I'm gonna be there to support the event. So,
Nope.
Come on out. You gotta support.
Nope.
Epiphany Media events.
Nope. Nope. All right, man. So I appreciate y'all for joining us. We're gonna cut this one short only because we don't want to hold y'all long. We started super late. That was on us. We'll be thrown off when the Browns don't play. So please forgive us. We got a W. We had some fun today. I had fun.
Two W's last week. Damn.
Two W's in the course of like 4 days. You can't beat that at all.
It's over. It's a Browns win overload. Like, you don't know how to handle
two wins in a row. Nigga.
2 wins and national coverage for like since Thursday. It's great.
All I'm saying is, nigga got smacked in the head with a helmet. Like, shout out to
Mason Rudolph for eating that helmet. I know he got a big ass down on his head from that shit. You can't see it.
That's funny.
You can't see it because it got hair on his head.
Your mom said, shaking my head about Granberry can't play with feelings. See? See, Ma? You gotta raise your son differently. you gotta go back in time.
You should have raised me like a man. Nope.
Raise it differently.
I'm not going.
Just gonna shake my head.
I'm not gonna support my sister's event. That's family.
Smoke my cigar that looks like a joint.
That's a cigar. That's not a cigar. That's a cigarillo. But yeah, we had a great time today.
We had a great time with y'all as always, man. Honestly.
And remember to check out our merch. We got snapbacks, hats, and most recently added hoodies. $35 for the hoodies. I think we was going like $20 for the hats.
Yeah.
Like mess with us. Like I'm telling you,
we can only get better if y'all help us get better. Or I take that back. We can get better faster if y'all help us get better. If y'all don't help us, we'll get better regardless.
Yeah, but we love the support from y'all watching the shows.
For sure.
But at the same time, as a business, you want some type of income. We want to do different stuff with as far as different equipment and stuff, and then we can make it look super professional.
Just give y'all a better product. Be sure to check out our Epiphany short reviews.
I went to Meadery. Yeah, we got a new one coming.
We got a new one coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, you can join us every Sunday. We'll try to be more consistent with the 5 o'clock, 5:30 at the latest. Sometimes it just depend on the game and the mood and stuff. It was just a weird day, but I appreciate y'all for joining us as always. Like I said, of course we want y'all to buy merch and stuff, but if y'all never buy anything, y'all coming to hang out with us every Sunday. I still appreciate that. Yeah, you definitely.
So remember to own your own, so you can do fantastic shows and have fantastic hats and shirts and hoodies.
Well, shit, it's hard to top that.
Well, you can top.
I mean, even though you know what I'm saying, my slogan is better. You know what I'm saying, but. You know what I'm saying? You say shit like that. Own your own so you can have your own hats and shirts and hoodies. I mean, it's hard to beat that.
I love having exclusive stuff, but I can't wait to the fact where it's not exclusive no more. Yeah, I'm gonna still have my one-on-ones of stuff that
of course
y'all not gonna get, but when y'all start wearing, if I see somebody I don't know wearing like some Epiphany, like I'll be fluid. I need to pick. Need to pick now.
All right, I know he's about to end it, but let me just say this real fast. I was out. First off, it just happened like during the Epiphany radio time. We was out somewhere and like niggas recognized our voice, and it's kind of weird. And I was out somewhere since the Epiphany Media with my Epiphany Media shirt. Somebody like, oh, I recognize that logo. Like the weirdest, sweetest thing ever. Like completely made my day.
Yeah. Because
even though they wasn't wearing it, but they like, oh. I know you. Like, I know that logo. I know that logo. And blah, blah, blah. Like, I watched the show or whatever. The dopest thing ever. Like, that might have made my week. Like, honestly, I don't remember, but it definitely made my day for sure. So just supporting us, watching, and, giving us a shout-out when you see us out, I appreciate it. I can't say that enough, man. I appreciate y'all. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. He already said own your own. So I'm going to make sure that the city always gets saluted no matter what, because it's Cleveland or else. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week. Man, y'all stay warm out there. And if you ain't warm, get yourself an Epiphany Media hoodie. I guarantee you'll be warm then.
Mm-hmm.
We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you get your ad here, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I know y'all see the emails.